Hi, my name is Samuel Kamau. I know you're wondering what you're doing in this concrete jungle and there is no farm. I am a microgreens farmer. Come, let me show you it's all about. How I bumped into microgreen is an interesting story. It was around 8 years back. I had an opportunity for an exchange program. I went out of the country, and that was my first time that I bumped into microgreens. I remember it was lunchtime, and we had this meal. A meal that was on the table was a bit funny because it was just a meal and some few things put on the table. And people were so interested on eating this meal, and I had a hectic time in that whole period. So that's why my first interaction with microgreens. Later within the years, I came and started doing some businesses with few restaurants. That's when I came to understand what is the essence of microgreen in garnishes, what is the essence of microgreens in salads. So I got interested into it. I got back into my books, did my researches, and voila, here I am. When I started microgreens 2 years back, that was around late 2018, it wasn't an easy journey. It has been a tough journey considering microgreens is a new product entering into the market. Very few people are versed in it. Quite a number of people knew about it. Some tried, some didn't try. So it was not an easy way. But it hasn't been an easy journey. The marketing part is the play part of it all. You have to do a lot of marketing in it. So sometimes I would plant, throw away, import seeds, some get lost, some come. So it hasn't been an easy journey. But as time goes by, things have started changing. People have started to appreciate. People have started to check on their health. Microgreens are not popular, but they're well versed by fine dines. And they are not used as main dishes. They are used to enhance on soups, salads, and garnishes. And a research that was done by US Agricultural Research, it showed that microgreens, for example, on the radishes, it has 5 to 40 times of nutrient dense of vitamin C, vitamin E, and vitamin K, which are very essential for our sights, skin, and our health benefits. In basic, microgreens is when the seeds are from germination period to the vegetative where it's the true leaf. So that's when we call it a microgreens. It's very nutritious, very aromatic, and has a nice flavor into it. So in short, don't confuse microgreens and sprouts. Sprouts tend to take 2 to 7 days. The germination period of microgreens is 7 to 21 days. So that's when we call it a microgreen. Based on my experience, what I've learned about microgreens, you don't need a lot of land, you don't need a lot of space. It's easy to start it from germination part of it to the end of it, but you need a lot of research. You need to know what you are dealing with. What is microgreens? Because you need to know what you are planting, know your plants, know what you need to do from the beginning to the end. So you need to do a lot of research. From my experience, I had to go back again and did some online researches. I did some interviews with some few chefs. I did some interviews with some few farmers on what are microgreens. Some knew, some I had to educate myself outside the country. So you need to do so much of the research, but it's an easy entity to start on. It has no need of a big space to start on. You only need to do is you have to have a passion in it and the knowledge in it. From this tray, I'm able to make 40 to 50% of profit margin. This shows that from the increased production of microgreens and volume in it, you'll be able to make good money from growing microgreens. When it comes to microgreen seeds and germination of it, it's a bold topic. But the best seeds that would go for the health purpose of it, to avoid in the chemical parts of it, I use the organic seeds. The varieties, quite a number of varieties of microgreens are available. Quite a number of seeds can grow to become microgreens, but according to your market, it all determines on how do your research, know what is the market need, what's the demand of the market. So in our part, we do radishes, sunflower, and peas are quite marketable in our market. So that's we try and figure on how we can find organic sunflowers, organic radishes, and organic pea shoots, because they're the most marketable. So any kind of seeds can grow, but you need to specify: one, check on your market, check on what your market demands, and number two, the type and the quality of the seeds. Considering microgreens is new in the market, we are able to provide you with the right advice on the right systems that you may use, the types of seeds that you may use for germination, and the right seeds to use. And we are also able to give you the right guidance on the maintenance of your microgreens farm. This has been my story as a microgreens farmer. I'm curious to learn what other farmers are using with their limited spaces. Share your story.
In our next week's feature, we spend some time with a basil farmer. Look out for that story, and don't forget to subscribe for new uploads every week and previously featured stories. Until then, let's keep farming.